for our oncoming, right, our waxing full moon that's going to arrive on Sunday. So, um, go ahead and tap into the energies with me. They are a swirling about. Sometimes, you're like, how come I'm even thinking about that right now? You know what I mean? One of those things. That's the full moon for you, right? There's all sorts of things come into play. Now, using the Ethereal Visions deck today for anybody interested in knowing that bit of info. If you are in the chat, please do be kind to others. And, while you're in the chat, think about what you want to get out of this reading today, okay? If you are part of this collective. If you are not resonating with the reading, don't sweat it. It's just not your message today. It could be happening to somebody around you. You might be a highly sensitive person or empathic, those sorts of things. So remember, this is a reading for entertainment purposes only. You use your own discernment when making your decisions. Again, be kind in the chat. If you are in the chat, please do give us a like. That way we can better tap into the energy, okay? And what this collective needs to know. I think that's a few too many, although it could have probably worked if we were doing the chakra. Let's see, but today I feel like, yeah. The cross is upon us, so let's get this Celtic cross going for the collective. Thank you. The World card. A whole new world. All right. Is that Ariel? Has anyone seen the remake? I haven't seen it. I'm not like a Disney superstar like some folks I know. Okay, I know some folks that are really into the Disney, like I'm kind of into, some of the Grateful Dead music. Hi Tony. Hello. Have a peaceful day. What a nice message to share in the chat. It's very nice where I am at today, so I was able to actually do some things outside. I actually have some chicken on the grill right now. The devil cart crossing the world here. This wanted to come out, so there's something going on. It's something finicky here, that's crossing you. It's like somebody saying, "Oh, you thought you could move on?" No, that's what they're trying to say right now. But the fact is, you feel very free and light and breezy, okay? You're like easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, right? Got 99 problems, but a B ain't one. Do you know what I'm saying? A B ain't one. A B ain't one. Okay. Right? That's in the past. I felt a big shift for the collective as well coming through with this message. Yeah, 4 of Wands, you're focused on what's bringing you joy, the things that are going to bring you into your manifestation. So for some of you, I think what's going to, if you haven't started seeing this already, the message here is that as this full moon comes through, you're going to start to see exactly who the obstacles were, all right? The obstacles that were getting in the way of you seeing your vision, okay? It's like they thought, well, we'll just put a little curtain over it and then the collective won't know about it, right? And it's like, no, like this is in your heart. This is something that you are like ordained, born with, this kind of drive to get this, I don't want to say fantasy, but this kind of end goal for your life, okay? And what you want your world to look like. And, you've been through many chapters, collective. You've learned a lot of lessons. And that's why you are able to turn the page. That's why you are able to decorate those seasons of your life and say, I'm going to spruce it up a little bit, right? It might look like rotting decay to you, but I'm sprucing it up over here. Okay? And they're like, no, you must be in the decay. You must be this. You must be sad. You must be angry because you don't, right? It's all this, it's like, okay? Excuse me, sir, you're getting in the way of my view. So, for many of you on this journey, especially if it is a spiritual journey for you, you may have started to see some of these signs, see some of these synchronicities. Maybe you've had dreams about it and you're like, whoa, that's not something I see in my everyday waking life, but it's like I have this vision of something, right? And yeah, it's like this old devil, right? It's like just when you're about over that hump, right? It's like that old little devil's back, right? Yeah, wanted to put their little 2 cents in, okay? But sometimes at the end of the day, it's only worth 2 cents, and really, it wasn't even 2 cents, but it was 1 penny, and they just showed you both sides and called it two. Okay? Leviticus 19:31. I am not, I don't have those things memorized, so that's interesting that somebody dropped that verse on there. King of Cups Collective, is this you? I'm feeling a strength of depth in your emotions. I feel like this oncoming full moon for a lot of you, it's like instead of that kind of roller coaster of emotion full moon, I feel like more of you are kind of like, like maybe, yeah, in the past you might have gotten upset because you saw so and so with their new wife, new girlfriend, new whoever, right? Or boyfriend or husband or whatever, okay? That type of thing. Yeah, maybe you're this man and you're like, oh, wow. Like, if I was 20 something and I saw them with so and so, I would have gone up there and said, hey, I mean, or something like that, or you would have let it ruin your whole night and just complained about it to your friends for the rest of the night. That is not what I'm getting right now. Okay. I am very much getting, somebody like this King of Cups knowing how to not only heal himself, but others around him. And that's part of why he got into this situation, is because people found him very healing. Okay. And then it's like, oh, wait, I'm not healed yet. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? It's like, okay, again, back off. We're done, right? Is England playing in an attorney right now? Is that the Euro thing? The Euro soccer? There's so many leagues, you guys. We do have in my town. We do have a city soccer league though, and I believe the team is quite good. I actually went and saw a match a few weeks ago. It was fun. What is in your crown now, please? The Nine of Cups. See, you guys are so solidly like emotionally healthy. I feel like the people that are like tapping into this reading right now, tapping into this energy, it's like, yes, maybe that fills me with a tinge of something, but I feel strong. I feel good, right? I don't want to get into reliving, right? And it's not that you're not learning, it's like you're saying I don't want to relive it. Just like people say I don't want to go back to high school. Well, you don't have to, unless you become a teacher, right? And then in some way you might be entering a classroom, okay? It's that sort of thing, all right? Yeah. And now you're standing up for like how you want others to be treating you as well, okay? And for some of you, this again may have been this overextension here, somebody in your energy. So what is ahead for the collective? The Pisces Hangman, very interesting. I don't know that it's necessarily spirit telling you to wait, but I do feel like it's more of like you don't have to rush, you don't have to push, you don't have to, you know what I mean? The things that you're doing already, okay, and that type of emotional health that you're putting out there, okay? Yeah, it's like, because Pisces is a water sign as well, which could be impacted, with the moon, full moon coming up. Cancer and Scorpio also, okay, like with this King of Cups. But it's more like, yeah, that did trip me up. And look, I can do like a little trick about it. right? And then, haha, I'm going to let myself go. I'm not actually going to repeat the trick. Okay? So I feel like looking forward, that's something maybe for you guys to focus on. All right. What else do we have for this reading? So for some of you, that could be living in the moment. You know, somebody in the past could have wanted you to live in the moment in a way that was reckless, right? With this devil energy. And again, that's where it's like, well, you know, when that happens, I do this. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's like somebody comes up to you and starts acting stupid, and you're just like, well, watch me. I can stand on one foot. And then they're like, huh? Exactly. You got them off of their, you know what I mean? It's like your kind of coping mechanism with this. It's going to make people react in a way where they're just going to take themselves out, right? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to enact the karmic lesson for you know, for them, right? Okay. And quite honestly, you know, some of them are really racking up the karma by doing the things that they've been doing by crossing you to begin with, okay? Or thinking that you owe them, right? Well, yeah, you know, and it's like, not really. And you know, the very simple test for that collective is, would they be doing that for me, right? You know, and more often than not with these karmics, the answer is a hell no. Somebody says, stand on one foot and rub your tummy at the same time. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's kind of like that thing where it's like somebody wanted you to keep proving it, right? Over and over. That's actually a good trick. It's pat your head and rub your stomach. If you can do that, right? It's a church that music teachers often use to, you know, talk about the difference in your hands and things like that. But it's like, but they didn't want you to have that freedom, right? They wanted you to be all like tied up with it, okay? And I don't want you guys to get trapped in the illusion of that, okay? So you know, again, somebody's like, well, wait, you didn't sign this or you didn't sign that, and it's like, actually, I already completed that job last month, so I don't really need to sign off on anything anymore. You know, check my emails about it if you want confirmation. You know, it's that kind of stuff. People, like I said, people wanting you to redo stuff, but it's because they don't understand it. It's because they're in karma land. They're in Karmicville. And it's like, oh, but collective, you helped me out so many times before, right? And they want you to get all, and you know, and then you're gonna be like, oh man, I gotta talk to this person, I gotta go do this, and then I gotta run it over the. No, actually, you don't, because you might just be done for the day. Okay? You know, that really may be truly where your responsibility ends. Okay? So if again, if some of this kind of, I don't want to say it's wishy-washy, but if some of this heaviness starts to creep in, just, you know, again, think about that. And it's like, well, who has been helping the collective to soar? Who has been helping the you know what I mean? It's like you've been gassing yourself up, right? Not these other folks. And then it's like, oh, but wow, you can do that too? Now I want that. Well, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I guess you better get to work. Nine of Swords. Yeah. I'm just not getting that this is you guys. It's like the people around saying, well, I got to get, you know, one more hour out of them so I can pick their brain about this and that. It's like they don't want you. So if you are somewhat restless, collective, I feel like some of it could be kind of this, just, you know, maybe messages you haven't responded to, just people kind of wanting to get in, okay? And even make you react or lash out in a way, okay? Because you know the karmics thrive on the drama. Surely, exactly. Have you guys seen that movie, Airplane? When they talk about that line. In the hopes and fears, what do we have now? The judgment. Yeah. I feel like collective, yeah, you've called judgment on your life where it's like you're at peace, you want to be at peace, you want to stay at peace as much as possible. Yeah, there could be bumps in the road, right? But you're still like, I'm going to wear my safety belt because that is the trick that I learned getting through this universe that I'm in right now, right? You know, and if you're somebody who feels like they've lived multiple lifetimes, right, you could be like, why are people like this, right? Why do I even have to do this? But that is how you are going to show not only, the universe, but then it's kind of like the universe's way of showing you out to these people, whether or not you're kind of on their good side or bad side. And that is exactly what they're concerned about here with the hopes and fears. And that, again, as well, could be why a lot of this, if for some reason you might like, and it's like, why am I worried about this? Right? Okay. Yeah. A lot of people just don't want to take responsibility for their own lives. It's sad but true, right? Cradle to grave is how one of my coworkers described it at one time. That some people, yeah, they, and I'm not talking about people that have, necessarily learning disabilities and things like that, we need to exemplify our compassion, right? Because if that is the case, rest assured, collective, you are going to be there to help the people that are in need. The universe is going to make sure of that. And so by you maybe showing this little kind of like, oh, look at me, I can hop on one foot, it's kind of like your wink back to the universe saying, okay, I'm ready to see this play out. What's in the outcome, please? The guy told me that with the marinade that he put on the chicken that it might burn a little. So I put it like in a pan, like one of those aluminum pans, and then cover it with foil and put it on the grill. So I hope it turns out because I'm gonna be hungry later. I made some taco meat yesterday too. I happened to stop by one of the butchers in town. So I had to get my dog some bones. She likes some bones, y'all. Give a dog a bone. Knick knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Ace of Cups. That seems like a nice bone to me. A love bone. So that's in your outcome. Patience is a virtue. Sagittarius as well. So it might be kind of like one of those things. Yeah. I'll fall down like toy soldiers. Okay. All these people that are playing their little toy soldier games. Okay. It's all going to start, right. It's all going to start falling down, calming down. And it's just like, it's nothing but a paper doll. It's just a toy, Okay. And what's going to be left is what's going to pour in to you. Okay. And that's going to be kind of like your private channel, direct from the universe into your heart, okay, into your soul, and giving you the love that you deserve, right? And that's because also that you stood up and said that you deserve it, right? That's because you stood up and said, yeah, I'm good with stuff like that. I like that, right? Because I feel like collective, especially some of this masculine energy, if you expressed previously emotions, they were either not taken seriously or like manipulated, made fun of. Just, it was like looked at as some kind of weakness instead of, expressing care and concern, you know? I think I told the story the other day of a gentleman that I had just moved to town and I was driving an older vehicle and my radiator cap blew and like, he didn't have to stop his day and help me and take care of all that stuff for me, but he did. That's somebody paying attention to the kindness that's in their heart and allowing them to, display that. I mean, that's something to cherish, right? Okay. So, whoever's facing that judgment, let them face it. And while they're facing it, you can be like playing your little hopscotch game over here. And then by the time you're done playing hopscotch, you're going to find out it's like you're going to find out the results, okay? And the results are in that you're getting love out of this. And I don't want to say it like you're getting love from the people that didn't, but it's like, it's finally starting to get returned to you, I'm gonna get you guys some light worker cards. I think that's gonna be good with this reading. Again, it's like a heaviness has started to be lifted. You may like for some people it's almost like you're feeling depressed and then one day it's like all of a sudden it's like you forgot why you were sad. And that's not to minimize anyone's, experience that they've experienced through traumatic events or things that have caused those depression-like symptoms, okay? But it's, it's allowing yourself, it's accepting yourself, giving yourself that love. It's saying, I don't want to be Mr. Nasty. I don't want to be two-faced. I don't want to be, doing all the things that a lot of people are doing that in the end aren't making me happy. Right? Like I like to say, we don't have to imitate the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Oftentimes when you watch these people on television, they, are they really that happy? Seem kind of miserable to me, but get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, so if you're not resonating with this message today for some reason, but you're just like, yeah, I'm just feeling this energy, I don't know what it is, yeah, definitely get yourself grounded. Tiger's eye is good for grounding. This happens to be in the shape of a prism. Also, if you are into crystals and the full moon, it'd be a good opportunity to cleanse your crystals by sitting them out on a windowsill and get charged by the moonlight, okay? Pillar of light, yeah. Allowing that light to come to you. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What is it that you have to say, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, you have abundance within you. It's just whether or not have you tapped into that yet, right? Because remember, all these people want your time and attention. Why is that? Is it because you're worth more than your weight in gold? Perhaps, right? And now that they see it again, who comes a running? I like gold. I like shiny things. I bet you do. I bet you do. Look how they're rising here. Look how they're rising. Rising up, and then you're up. Okay? But this is not a hangman hanging to be murdered. This is a hangman hanging to be cute almost, right? Again, so stay out of the way of other people's karma, right? Do your little trick that universe taught you, and you're going to ascend right up to where you need to be, away from a lot of karmic BS that was trying to cross you that you don't need to be a part of. You just continue writing that chapter as you were, decorating your life and moving on. Because you know what? If they want to write a chapter about it, they can go right ahead. They have every opportunity that you do. You don't have to tell their story for them. And that's the thing, is because then when you know how it is, people start talking, they start telling on themselves. And again, that just might be the little trick, right? That the universe is showing you. Mm-hmm. One more, please. Please, away. I want to showing ages. Share your voice. What was I talking about? Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Yeah, if this has been held back, what is it that you are ready to share? Because let me tell you, they want it. And they want it too. So much so that they are willing to send the devil himself to stop you. Must be a pretty important mission that you have then. So, you know, the choice of staying in the cave or going for what you want. I feel like that's part of this heaviness here. These channels, if for some reason somebody thought they had control over your finances, control over how you message, control over your expression, they do not. They do not. I don't know what kind of patience they're going to have to learn that lesson, but you've already learned it, like I said. Okay? So this is where it comes in again. People going to be like, oh, how's the hey? You know what? You had your opportunity. Step aside. Step aside. Step aside. Okay? You want a flight back? Then you need to buy another ticket. That's how it works around here. No free rides. Okay? Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, these people that think you owe them in some way. You're breaking that chain. But we're family. Well, I mean, technically, right?
This is a reminder. Record my song from Mom.
Sorry guys, I had to mute it there. My Alexa was going off. Like I said, these could be, you know, folks that are like, oh, but we're family. Oh, but we work together. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, but we did this. Like, yeah. And when we were doing that, how did you treat me then? Right? Again, these people are gonna be like, oh snap. Now which side am I on? So, okay, couple more messages here. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Yes. What would Nana have to say about the whole situation, right? Our grandparents are so sweet and cuddly, aren't they? But yet they also lived a long time and saw a lot of things. For some of you, your ancestors are trying to speak to you so that you understand. And you don't have to repeat things. Seeding the light, laying foundations. Exactly. Just like when you go through primary school and you graduate from primary school, you don't repeat the grades of primary school. That foundation has now been laid. All right, you guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty quick. Go check on my chicken. That's sometimes like this energy, it gets intense. I feel it. You know, I'm a one of my clears is clear sentience. Okay. And for some of you that may be coming through very heavily with this full moon. I'm not sure which full moon this is. Because actually we're starting Leo season here. So it's kind of, maybe that's why it's so like kind of intense. It's kind of like on the cusp here. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Yeah. Maybe like, you know, yeah, you were that person. Oh, you need a ride here? I'll be there. Oh, you need this done? I'll get it done. Oh, you need, I'll be there on Saturday, right? But with anybody, as you grow and you change, things shift. You have to step outside of the box. Outside the circle. Sometimes that's outside the circle of your family. Oh, people don't like that, do they? Oh no. Oh well, you can't go against the family. Is it going against the family, or is it just me living my frickin' life? Right? Because are they over there helping you mow your grass? Are they there putting up your Christmas lights? Are they buying your groceries? Are they prepping your food? Alrighty then. What? And see how this is how it's going to appear. They're just, oh, doesn't look so intimidating now. Get farther and farther away. Yeah, I just, like a lot of readers say, I cannot. Okay, because y'all, if you felt this that I am feeling right now from these karmics, so, you know, lay out those boundaries now. All right. You're going to be doing yourself a favor. And because they need to experience their own karma. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Okay. So maybe you are somebody that knows how to teach other people things. That's why, you know, and maybe that's what you need to get out. Okay. And literally out of your environment. Like maybe you know how to teach masonry. Okay. And maybe you're like, look, my backs are breaking. I can't do this all the time. Maybe you decide to start some kind of helpline or YouTube channel or whatever it is about masonry, and all of a sudden you get a whole bunch of people comments, and then you get subscriptions or sponsors or whatever. Okay. It's just kind of like that, where you're just going to start tapping in, okay, to where you need to be in this situation. All right. And you're going to have this, and the support's going to come to you, because just like these other people that wanted you doing this for them all the time, it's like actually now you're able to go like this. So it's going to go from like this, closed, only yes, to look at what we can do for all these people. Okay. I feel sorry for them. Yeah. This is divinely orchestrated. Okay. Those of you that believe in something greater than yourself understand this. Okay, I'm going to end the reading there, guys. Again, with all of my messages, please use your own discernment. Please like the video or subscribe to the channel. And until next time, please manifest wisely. Bye-bye.